This is the OTB Television Network, a service of Capital District Off-Track Betting.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's edition of Horses and Courses. 23 races to bring you. Let's get right to it. We're going to join it in progress. Big weekend for the juveniles up at Woodbine. Up first, the 2-year-old fillies in the Mazarine and Spring Venture 2-5.
They're at the post. They're off in the Mazarine Stakes. And every way had a quick beginning, as did Shenandoah Lady. Down to the inside is Shawnee Girl as Spring Venture settles into stride to the outside of Anfield Park. And then we have Jazzy Jane, who trails this field to the 7/8 pole, and they run into that first turn. Spring Venture is caught a little wide. And it's Shenandoah Lady on the early lead. Shenandoah Lady's in front every way. Is between runners in second. Shawnee Girl to the inside third. Spring Venture out there 3 wide from fourth and 2 lengths off the lead. Then we have Jazzy Jane in that white cap at Anfield Park. And they're into the backstretch now, and they come to the 5/8 pole. Shenandoah Lady and Eurico Rosa da Silva. They lead it by a length and a half. Spring Venture inches up on the outside now as a clear second. Every ways between fillies in third position. Shining Girls down toward the rail. Anfield Park, Jazzy Jane. 50 seconds flat for the opening half mile. Shenandoah Lady continues to roll along on the lead. Spring Venture just 3/4 of the length behind now. Every way is asked for run just to the inside of Spring Venture than Anfield Park. Tailing off just a bit is Shawnee Girl. Jazzy Jane is coming with a run, and they're inside the quarter pole. Spring Venture just glides up on the outside of Shenandoah Lady to take the lead. It's Spring Venture in the run to the 8th pole. On the outside, Shawnee Girl is resurgent. Spring Venture is set down by Patrick Husbands now. Shawnee Girl on the outside, and every way in third position. Another impressive victory here by Spring Venture in the Mazarine. Shawnee Girl held for second, every way third, and Shenandoah Lady fourth.
And Spring Venture, a very easy, comfortable win for Pat Husbands and Mark Cassie. They score the $2.80 very popular victory. Shawnee Girl at 19-1, ladies and gentlemen, finishes second, with Every Way chipping in from Arlington Park, wrapping up the trifecta. First time synthetic, now 3 for 3 for Spring Venture. Sunday afternoon, time for the 2-year-olds in the 102nd running of the Gray Stakes at 2-5, uncaptured.
They're off in the Gray Stakes. 5 irons showing early speed. Uncaptured's trying to be wrangled back now by Patrick Husbands in the early going. River 7 angles outside. Then we have Tesseron, Mercenary, and Indiana Jones trails in the early going as they head by the 7/8 pole. And 5 iron is off the rail and in front by 2. River 7 comes on second. Uncaptured, a reserved third. Mercenaries down to the inside in fourth position. Tesseron is fifth and 3 lengths off the lead and has 1 horse beaten. Indiana Jones 24-2 for the opening quarter mile. And 5 iron with long strides leads up the backstretch. 5 iron leads River 7 by a length and a quarter. Mercenary comes on third. Uncaptured being patiently handled in fourth. Back 2 3/4 lengths off the lead. Then we have Tesseron and Indiana Jones, 48-4 for the opening half mile. 5 iron playing Catch Me If You Can. River 7 is second. Mercenary to the inside third. Uncaptured gets a little niggle now from Patrick Husbands. Has 2.5 to come as they run to the quarter pole. 5 iron on the outside. River 7. Here comes Uncaptured, and Tesseron is out wide and is also closing. Husbands is asking uncaptured now. Tesseron has momentum on the outside. In between horses is River 7. 5-iron is brave toward the inside. They are in deep stretch, and it's River 7 with a narrow lead. River 7 clinging to that lead. Tesseron surges late. River 7 to win the gray to Tesseron and Indiana Jones. 5-iron was fourth.
Upset here, ladies and gentlemen. River 7. First time Enrique da Silva taking over for Emma Jane Wilson scores the $16.60 upset victory. Tesseron finishes second. And I thought Indiana Jones ran brilliantly to be third here, ladies and gentlemen, at 21-1. Uncaptured, only beat one horse at 2-5. Pat Husbands did lodge a claim of foul against the winner, River 7, but that was disallowed. Uncaptured, first time going 2 turns at 2-5. I thought did very, very little. River 7 was a maiden who was 0 for 3 and now scores the upset victory. We'll see if River 7 makes its way to Santa Anita. Up next, the big 3-year-old stakes races at Indiana Downs, at Hoosier Park, excuse me. Up first, the 3-year-old fillies, a very familiar name, Grace Hall. 9-10, we join it in progress.
Eden's Moon up front, the lead is a neck. Grace Hall still there to the outside in the stalking position in a holding pattern at second. Wine Princess right there blocked in behind the leaders. Uptown Birdie and now 3 wide to the outside, Holiday Soiree as they round the far turn. It's been Eden's Moon from the start, but Grace Hall is there to the outside as the pace quickens here. They come to the top of the stretch. Eden's Moon on the inside. Grace Hall is set to go from second. Wine Princess angles to her outside third, and Holiday Soiree. They enter the stretch, and Grace Hall given the green light here by Hernandez, and Grace Hall opens up by 2-3 lengths. Inside, Eden's Moon is all out chasing in second. Wine Princess into the inside, Holiday Soiree, but as they come to the 16th pole, it's all Grace Hall, and Grace Hall will coast home an easy winner in the 17th running of the Indiana Oaks. Wine Princess gets up for second with Eden's Moon, Holiday Soiree, and Uptown Birdie.
And there we have Grace Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very impressive for Brian Hernandez. Scores the $3.80 victory for Anthony Dutrow. Wine Princess, part of the entry, finishes a well-beaten second, with Eden's Moon, the California shipper, finishing third as the second choice in the wagering in Saturday afternoon's Indiana Oaks. Now time for the Indiana Derby, ladies and gentlemen. Fed Biz, early season, a popular horse in the Bob Baffert barn for the Triple Crown Trail, went to the sidelines, had a comeback race at Del Mar, only the second start since early February. Fed Biz, 6-5.
All 11 are in. They're at the post. And they're off in the 18th running of the Indiana Derby. Out for the lead, it's Fed Biz. Junebug Red alongside breaks well in second. For the outside, Tri-Tap comes away third. His outside, Bourbon Courage. Out of the center of the track, it's Second City. Throughout the rail, as they move past the stand, it's Morgan's Gorilla. And next in the center of the pack, Prado again at the rail. It's Easter Gift, tightly packed as they run to the first turn. Ford is third last to the outside, neck and neck. And Steel Case at the back of the pack. 23 and 3 was the quarter time as they make the turn to the backstretch now. They're 4 across the track here, and between horses, it's Fed Biz with the nose in front. Junebug Red to the inside at the rail is second. Tri-Tap is forwardly placed in third. Second City, 4 wide to the outside, fourth. Morgan's Gorilla tightly packed in fifth there. Prado again looking for running room in sixth. Bourbon Courage with no running room in seventh as they head on to the far turn. And at the rail, it's Junebug Red, but right there alongside Fed Biz and Bejarano. Angling to the outside, Tri-Tap is on his way. Second City and St. Julian. And 4 wide of the far outside as they come to the top of the stretch. It's a Ford. They make the turn as they enter the stretch. A Ford on the far outside. Fed Biz on the inside. Out of the center of the track, showing late run, neck and neck with a rush. They've less than a furlong to go. Here's neck and neck to the inside. inside. Fed Biz between horses is a Ford with less than a 16th to go. Neck and Neck on the outside has the lead as they come to the wire. Neck and Neck will win the Indiana Derby. Late run from Bourbon Courage and Fed Biz.
But Neck and Neck coming out of the Traverse Stakes, ladies and gentlemen, for Brian Hernandez, the offspring of Flower Alley, returns $11.20 for Ian Wilkes, scoring by 1 length over Bourbon Courage, who made a late run here. And Fed Biz, ladies and gentlemen, I know a beaten favorite at 6-5, but I thought ran a tremendous effort in the mile and 16th Indiana Derby. And as you're looking at the final running time, 142.71. Keep in mind, Grace Hall, same distance, 141.85. Up next, Chicago way, ladies and gentlemen, for the 1 1/4 Hawthorne Gold Cup, alternation 4-5.
They're off in the Hawthorne Gold Cup. Eldifer going for the lead. Mr. Mardi Gras came away well towards the inside alternation. Fly Lexi's Fly moving up from the center of the track. And then it's Cease and Pool Plays at the end. They go into the finish wire for the first time. Just about a mile to run in the 76th edition of the Hawthorne Gold Cup. Alternation leads a Neck. Eldifer right there pressing the pace second. 2 lengths back. Fly Lexi's Fly third. Mr. Mardi Gras saves ground fourth. Cease is fifth, about 6 lengths from the embattled leaders, and Pool Play is at the end. They make their way around the turn, less than 7 furlongs to go. Alternation has the lead. Eldifer still right there battling on. These two now on even terms as they make their way to the back stretch. Alternation on the inside, Eldifer on the outside. Head and head, nose and nose for the lead. 2 lengths back to Fly Lexi's Fly in third. Cease out there fourth. Mr. Mardi Gras fifth. Pool Play now sixth, and Pool Play is 10 lengths from the embattled duo. Little more than a half mile to go. Alternation on the insides on a short lead. Eldifer right there still pressuring him. Then in between horses, Fly Lexi's Fly. Cease going 4 wide into the far turn. Mr. Mardi Gras saving all the ground. Right there a close-up in fifth, and then it's 5 more back to Pool Play. They move around the far turn, 3 furlongs out. Eldifer on the outside, alternation on the inside, still going head and head for the lead. Cease moving 4 wide in between horses. Fly Lexi's Fly. Mr. Mardi Gras needs racing room. Pool Play now joins the fray. They're well bunched as they come off the turn. Pool Play in the yellow cap on the far outside, rushing up to challenge Eldifer for the lead. Cease in between horses, alternation retreats. Mr. Mardi Gras trying to rally along the inside. Inside the final furlong, Pool Play now powers up to the front. Eldifer and Cease in between horses battles on. It's Pool Play the leader. In between horses, Cease trying to fight on, but Pool Play and Miguel Mena to win the Gold Cup. It was Pool Play in front of Cease. And then it was Eldifer in third, followed by Mr. Mardi Gras fourth. The 2012 Hawthorne Gold Cup goes to Pool Play, Miguel Mena.
But as the second longest shot on the board, very last, early in this race. As a matter of fact, folks, as you're watching this, the first time you see the snout of Pool Play is at the 3/8 pole. But when they took the finish photo, $34 from Mark Cassidy, who had a tremendous weekend across the width and breadth of North America. Miguel Mena scores the upset victory. Cease, second choice at 2-1, finishes second. Eldifer, the longest shot on the board, ladies and gentlemen, finishes third. Alternation doesn't beat a horse at 4-5. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, the first half of the tremendous action from Keeneland.
Some people take analyzing a horse race to a whole other level. Tune in every morning at 11 a.m. and get up-to-the-minute analysis of the day's biggest races, breaking news from the racing industry, and our daily best bets, only on OTB TV.
Poker is like a war. It's a battle of wits. It's strategy and preparation. Winning is about understanding yourself before the other guy does. Knowledge and skill wins, not luck. For now, put your money aside and challenge your wits. Challenge your skill. Free Poker Network, every Tuesday evening at the Clubhouse Racebook. Welcome to the game.
This is Andy Serling inviting you to join me at the Clubhouse Racebook on Sunday, October 21st at 12 noon. I'll be handicapping the day's NYRA card live and managing a $2,500 bankroll on behalf of 75 lucky patrons. To be part of my bankroll team, sign up at the Clubhouse or online at capitalotb.com between October 12th and October 14th. See you then, and let's win together.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 9 races to bring you from Keeneland. Up first, the 160th running of the Phoenix Stakes, 8 to 5. Dr. Cheat.
And they're off in the Phoenix. Wills Wildcat broke alertly. Some of the parts has early speed as well, and some of the parts comes right out for the early lead. Wills Wildcat goes second up on the outside. Dr. Chit third in between horses, followed by Cajun Breeze fourth toward the inside. There goes Dr. Chit up to press the issue now in second in between horses as they head for the far turn. Noble's Promise is in between horses as well, running in the 5th position, 4 lengths from the front, and is followed by Night Party 6 down toward the inside. Laurie's Rocket goes 7th, and then Aconite travels next to the 8th position. Hamiltonian next to last, and the late running Lonesome Street is last. 9 lengths off the lead, midway on the far turn, 22 and 3/5 seconds for the opening quarter. Some of the parts leading Dr. Chit by 3 parts of a length around the far turn. Wills Wildcat third up on the outside, 3 lengths off the lead. Long shot Cajun Breeze looking forth toward the inside. Laurie's Rocket angles wide from the 5th position, and Aconite and Lonesome Street both expected to arrive on the scene later, swinging out toward the center of the track, but they've got to catch some of the parts, and some of the parts has a 5-length lead. Dr. Chit not able to stay with him, and Laurie's Rocket goes to second. Some of the parts rolling past the 16th pole. Late run from Noble's Promise, no catching some of the parts, who takes the Phoenix for Julien Leparoux, followed under the line by Noble's Promise and Laurie's Rocket.
Some of the parts, though, ladies and gentlemen, an extremely powerful victory in the Phoenix Cup, returning $11.80 for Clarovich Stable and Bill Lawrence, locally owned. Tommy Amos sends out this runner. Some of the parts now 4 for 5 this year. A brilliant performance under Julien Leparoux. Noble's Promise, ladies and gentlemen, finishes second, and Laurie's Rocket at 16 to 1 finished third. Dr. Chit coming out of the King's Bishop finishes 5th at 8 to 5. And I just thought some of the parts blew open the Phoenix in the 5th furlong, going 11 and change. Up next on opening day, Friday afternoon, the 2-year-old fillies in the Grade 1 Alcibiades off the 12 to 1 morning line, Spring in the Air, the 4 to 1 favorite.
They're at the post. And they're off in the Darley Alcibiades. Rose to Gold broke alertly from the inside. There goes Lasong from the outside. Gold Edge going to go with her, and they both head to the front together into the first turn, speeding through the city. Moves up on the far outside, forwardly placed in the 3rd position. Skyfall and Terror from the Cape next between horses. Magical Moon 4 wide around the first turn, but Lasong has the lead. Lasong gets over to the rail, leads it by 2 lengths midway on the first turn, and then as they hit the back stretch, comes speeding through the city. Who travels in the 2nd position, 3 parts of a length. Magical Moon third up on the outside and in the clear, heading off the first turn. Gold Edge tucked away toward the inside 4th, 2 lengths off the lead. Terra from the Cape 5th between horses. Skyfall 6th out in the center of the track, dancing in the circle, moves very wide. In 7th, just 4 lengths off the lead. Fully Living is 8th between horses, just over 5 lengths from the front. Rose to Gold shuffled back 9th. Spring in the Air is 10th. Almost an Angel is 11th. Kitten's Dumplings 12th on the outside. And then Broken Spell, who's next to last. And Pure Indy is last of 14. 22 and 4 for the quarter, and 47 seconds flat for the first half mile. Lasong and Magical Moon 1-2 separated by a half length into the far turn. Gold Edge third toward the inside, 2 lengths off the lead. Terra from the Cape moves up to her outside, now taking third by a head. They're coming to the quarter pole. Fully Living in 5th. Skyfall has lost ground and drops back around the far turn. Spring in the Air 8 lengths off the lead. Broken Spell moves to her inside, but Magical Moon the one to catch, and Magical Moon a 2-length lead off the far turn. Terra from the Cape goes to second. Lasong is third. Spring in the Air is just charging on the outside. Spring in the Air, and Broken Spell tries to move with her. Spring in the Air, a huge run from deep in the pack with Patrick Husbands aboard. Broken Spell to second. Spring in the Air takes the Darley Alcibiades. Broken Spell was home second, then Magical Moon and Terra from the Cape.
And Mark Casse gets another one, ladies and gentlemen, for John Oxley. Spring in the Air comes down from Woodbine, comes down off the 12 to 1 morning line to return $10.60 as the favorite in the 14-horse field. Alcibiades, Broken Spell, 21-1 finishes second. And Magical Moon, up early on the pace, finishes third as the second choice in the wagering. Moving on to Saturday afternoon at Keeneland. Up first, 5.5 furlongs on the turf, the 16th running of the Woodford at 7-10, Bridgetown.
And they're off. Great Mills quick into stride from the outside. Great Mills far outside comes out to take the early lead. And here comes Jen Play, who was off a step slowly, but now kicks in down toward the rail and moves up to challenge Great Mills for the top spot. Bridgetown going to settle into stride, back into third, down toward the inside. 3.5 lengths off the early lead. Chamberlain Bridge right alongside of that one. Then a gap of 5 more lengths back to Icon. Ike, who's next to last. And Wakaiva Wachi, the trailer. 21 and 3/5 seconds the time for the opening quarter. Great Mills from the outside has the lead by a head. Jen Play second against the rail midway on the far turn. Bridgetown tries to move into contention now. Looks for some running room between horses and Chamberlain Bridge on the outside of that one. Bridgetown and Chamberlain Bridge move as a team to the outside, coming after Great Mills, and Great Mills has the lead by 1.5 lengths, just shy of the 8th pole. Bridgetown between horses second. Chamberlain Bridge under an all-out drive, but still third. Top 3 separated by 1 length at the 16th pole. Bridgetown striding forward to take the lead. Bridgetown, Javier Castellano coming forward in the closing strides to take the Woodford. Great Mills was home second, Chamberlain Bridge was home third, and Wakaiva Wachi fourth.
And what I thought was a very, very competitive 6-horse field. Bridgetown, off the W in the Troy Stakes at Saratoga, scores the victory, returning $3.40 for Todd Pletcher. Great Mills finishes second, and Chamberlain Bridge finishes third in Saturday's Woodford. Up next, Fillies and Mares sprinting on the synthetic track in the Thoroughbred Club of America. Groupie Doll, who has been magnificent on the racetrack this year, 2-5.
They're at the post.
Hold it, Spit.
And they're off in the Thoroughbred Club of America Stakes. News to Use is first away from between horses. And there goes Honeychild from the inside now to put a head in front. Mega Dream comes away, running in the third position. And then Strike the Moon is fourth out toward the center of the track, nearly 5 lengths off the early lead. Groupie Doll, fifth down toward the inside, almost 6 lengths from the lead, but now beginning to pick it up down toward the rail. Then a gap of 2 to Zermatt, who travels on the outside into the 6th position, followed by Giant Sensation in 7th. Sally is 8th. Emma's Encore is last. 22 and 3/5 seconds the time for the opening quarter, and Honeychild is the leader. Honeychild leads at 1.5 lengths around the far turn, followed by News to Use in second. Strike the Moon far outside. Mega Dream now regains third between horses, and Groupie Doll is moving up into contention, but needs running room and is looking for it inside, outside, can't find it yet. Now there's an opening, and here comes Groupie Doll. Groupie Doll and Strike the Moon coming forward together as they move by the 8th pole. Groupie Doll has the lead. Strike the Moon unable to go with her. Groupie Doll at the 16th pole, and Groupie Doll absolutely magnificent again today. It is all Groupie Doll in the Thoroughbred Club of America. Rajiv Barrage aboard, crushing the field here. Strike the Moon was up for second, and Honeychild settled for third.
And Groupie Doll, who in the spring won a Grade 1 race at Keeneland, adds the Grade 2 Thoroughbred Club of America, winning by better than half a dozen lengths for Buff Bradley and Rajiv Barrage, beating Strike the Moon and Honeychild. But at $2.80, Groupie Doll might have to think that she is headed towards the Breeders' Cup as the favorite in the Filly or Mares Sprint. Mile on the turf for the Fillies and Mares up next, ladies and gentlemen, in the First Lady, 7-5, Hungry Island.
They're at the post. And they're off in the First Lady Stakes. Tappan's Fly and Summer Soiree, and now Daisy Divine from the far outside. There goes Summer Soiree, as expected, to the front. Daisy Divine comes away running in the second position. Brilliant Future is third and moves down toward the inside as they enter the first turn. Tappan's Fly outward from the rail, then Snowfall back toward the inside next to last, and Hungry Island trails early on. Very awkward move there for the long shot Brilliant Future in between horses, tossing her head. Jockey Calvin Burrell now gets her to relax as they enter the backstretch and moves back up into contention into the third position. She's down next to the rail trail just 2 lengths off the lead. But Summer Soiree is the leader, midpoint of the backstretch, 3 parts of a length. Daisy Divine second, a length and a half. Brilliant Future third, a half length. Tappas Fly fourth by 2. Hungry Island side by side at the back with Snowfall. 24 seconds flat was the time for the opening quarter, and the first half mile in 47 1/5 seconds for Summer Soiree, and Gabriel Saez leading it by a length and a half into the far turn. Daisy Divine goes second up on the outside by a length. Brilliant Future third toward the inside, 3 parts of a length. Tappas Fly is next, and then Hungry Island still next to last, and still better than 5 lengths off the lead. Now looking toward the inside, a quarter mile to come, and Snowfall is the trailer. They turn for home. Brilliant Future looks toward the inside. Tappas Fly far outside. Daisy Divine in between those two. Summer Soiree fighting on. These 4 in a line. Hungry Island is still 5th on the grandstand side. Daisy Divine pokes ahead in front, and Tappas Fly right alongside. Hungry Island 3rd. Daisy Divine, Tappas Fly. A tremendous finish in the First Lady. Tappas Fly getting the edge. Tappas Fly takes it for Jose Lescano. Daisy Divine home 2nd. Hungry Island 3rd. And the pace setter, Summer Soiree, finished 4th.
And in a very evenly matched group of fillies and mares on the first, it's Dale Romans who has gotten Tappas Fly to return to her top 2-year-old form at 5 years of age now. She scores the half-length victory, returning $7.60. Daisy Divine, who won the Jenny Wiley in the spring, finishes 2nd. And Hungry Island, who I thought was up against the pace in Saturday afternoon's First Lady, the 7-5 favorite, finishes 3rd. 2-year-olds now in the Grade 1 Breeders' Futurity, ladies and gentlemen. Tiz Racer, the 3-1 favorite.
They're at the post. And they're off in the Dixiana Breeders' Futurity. Joe Ha is away quickly toward the inside. Here's Tiz Racer to apply pressure right out of the gate, and Tiz Racer moves up alongside of Joe Ha for the lead. Pataki Kid is forwardly placed in 3rd. Craving Carrots goes 4th, but is caught very wide into the first turn. Are you kidding me? Moves up with a ground-saving trip from 5th around the turn. Java's War is 6th in between horses. He's So Fine is 7th against the rail. Dynamic Sky is 8th in between horses. Hightail, 3 wide, moving from the center of the pack, and 9th, 7 lengths off the lead. Charming Kitten is in 10th in between horses and running 8 lengths from the front. He's had enough, had to check down toward the rail, and heavy traffic near the back of the pack. He's in the 11th position. Tree of Life is in 12th, and Positively is last of 13 for the move up the back stretch, and Joe Ha is the leader. Joe Ha leads at 3 parts of a length. Tiz Racer goes 2nd, a half length. Pataki Kid 3rd between horses. A wide trip for Craving Carrot, stays toward the center of the track, up the back stretch in 4th, just 2.5 lengths off the leader. Are you kidding me? Is 5th down toward the inside, 3 lengths off the lead. Then Java's War, Dynamic Sky, He's So Fine is next. The first quarter in 23 4/5 seconds, the first half in 48 2, and Joe Ha the leader. Joe Ha leads at 3 parts of a length. Tiz Racer still stalking the leader 2nd. Pataki Kid now decides it's time to go. Pataki Kid starts moving up from 3rd, now to 2nd, and Craving Carrots has been wide since the start, still there in 4th. Are you kidding me? Looks toward the inside. Dynamic Sky has to angle very wide. Java's War is in behind horses off the far turn. Joe Ha still the leader, and Joe Ha has it by 2. Pataki Kid tries to come at him again. Dynamic Sky is there on the outside. Java's War is 4th, final furlong. Dixiana Breeders' Futurity. Dynamic Sky coming after the leader, and the leader is Joe Ha. Joe Ha fighting on gamely. Joe Ha hanging tough. Joe Ha, Rashid Mirage. A front-running victory in the Dixiana Breeders' Futurity, 1 minute 44 2/5 seconds.
And Joe Ha makes every pole a winning one for Michael Maker and Rajiv Barra, ladies and gentlemen, returning $19.60. Even though it's $19, I'm not going to call it an upset, ladies and gentlemen. Very evenly matched group of 13 in Saturday's Breeders' Futurity. Dynamic Sky finishes 2nd, with Java's War finishing 3rd. Tiz Racer, the 3-1 favorite, beats 1 horse by finishing 12th in the Breeders' Futurity. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, more action from Keeneland and Santa Anita.
Listen to what people are saying about the Clubhouse Racebook.
I've been coming here for well over 30 years to the OTB, and I think this is an outstanding facility. Probably comparable to something you'd see in Vegas. They have the big screens there, and then they have the auxiliary screens for, watching all the tracks. And the primary tracks of the day, they'll switch to the big screens, which is ideal for most of us race guys. We like to see the big races on the big screen. Well done.
Hi race fans, I'm Seth Miro with some great news. Now you can get live streaming of all our tracks. Just log on to CapitalOTB.com, click on the live streaming link, and choose from more than 35 tracks from around the world. Plus, you can now get race replays any day, any track. And don't forget to check out our new virtual tote board. In horse racing, information is key, and no one brings you the crucial information you need like CapitalOTB.com. Live streaming, race replays, and our new virtual tote board. CapitalOTB.com. Check it out now.
With more than 70 convenient locations, internet wagering at CapitalOTB.com, and live operators ready to take your call, Capital OTB is the better choice for wagering on thoroughbred and harness racing. Stop by one of our locations to bet in person, or open a Capital Bets account and place your bets over the phone, or at CapitalOTB.com. Whether you're on the road or in the comfort of your own home, Capital OTB is the better choice.
Here in upstate New York, no one provides bettors with more wagering options than Capital OTB. Our network of branch and easy bet locations stretches from the mid-Hudson Valley all the way to the Canadian border and west to central New York. So whether you need to place a bet, fund your Capital Bets account, or watch the next big race, all the action is just around the corner. A full list of our branch and easy bet locations can be found online at CapitalOTB.com. Capital OTB, the better and most convenient choice for wagering in upstate New York.
And continuing the stakes action from Saturday afternoon, the Grade 1 Shadwell Turf Mile, on the turf at 3 to 5, Wise Dan.
They're at the post. And they're off in the Shadwell Turf Mile, and Skyring bounds right out of the gate for the lead. But there goes Silver Max, and as expected, Silver Max heads to the front quickly, clears that inside traffic as they go to the first turn. Dominos comes away running a close-up second, followed by Swift Warrior third up on the far outside. Skyring is now fourth, has a ground-saving trip from that inside starting spot around the first turn. Corporate Jungle moves up from fifth, now fourth in between horses. Then a gap of 3 lengths to Old Army, side by side with Wise Dan, and that pair running 5.5 lengths off the early leader. Wilcox in behind them down toward the inside. Then Doubles Partner joined by Slip and Drive. Data Link is next to last, and Worthad is 12th and last. 23 and 1/5 seconds, the time for the opening quarter. 3-year-old Silver Max on the front end, just where he likes to be. Leads it by 1.5 lengths. Tracked by Dominos and second by 1/2 length. Swift Warrior third up on the outside. Corporate Jungle is fourth back toward the inside. Here's Wise Dan. He's in the clear. He's fifth. He'll be caught 3 wide into the far turn. Old Army, Wilcox in is next. Skyring down toward the inside. The first half mile in 46 and 4/5 seconds. Wise Dan out in the center of the course from 5th to 4th to 3rd. Dominos is in between horses, and Silver Max is fighting on with a short lead toward the inside. A 1/4 mile to come. Dominos and Wise Dan striding forward together, and Wise Dan has taken the lead coming to the 8th pole. Dominos is second, a gap of 6 more lengths back to Wilcox in third. Deep stretch for Wise Dan. Wise Dan, Jose Lescano chased by Wilcox into the line, but Wise Dan looking very much the favorite and taking the Shadwell Turf Mile. Wilcox in was under the line, and second. Long Shot, Slip and Drive up for third. Doubles Partner was fourth.
And ladies and gentlemen, Wise Dan has been on a tremendous roll of late on the turf. Scored at Saratoga about 3 weeks ago. He won the Woodbine Mile, comes down to Keeneland and scores a rousing victory under Jose Lescano this time. John Velasquez in New York on Saturday afternoon. Charlie Presti sends out the brilliant Wise Dan to return $3.20. Wilcox in 48 to 1. Slip and Drive 100 to 1, ladies and gentlemen. And that is how you turn a 3 to 5 shot into a $1,927 trifecta. Sunday afternoon at Keeneland, up first, 2-year-olds on the turf. The Bourbon Stakes at 9 to 10 balance the books.
And they're off in the Bourbon Stakes. Balance the books, got pinched back at the start, now drops out to the back of the pack, but up front, really sharp is away quickly in the opening strides, along with Road Agent from the outside. There goes Road Agent trying to clear the inside traffic, really sharp right there. Second, Strike the Note third, Slamorama fourth up on the outside, Ruler of Love is fifth toward the inside into the first turn, and then Summit County, who travels toward the center of the pack, down toward the inside now in the 6th position. Romans Avenue 3 wide, 7th around the first turn, followed by Fredericksburg toward the inside, Son of Samurai between those two. gap of 3 more lengths back to Brown Almighty, who's in the 10th spot. Balance the Books is 11th against the rail. And finally, as they head up the backstretch, Army Hero will be the trailer. They got the opening quarter in 23 seconds, and Road Agent is the leader against the rail now by a length and a half midpoint of the backstretch. And it is Really Sharp in second, opening half mile in 47 2/5 seconds. And then Strike the Note is third between horses. Ruler of Love is next toward the inside. And Slamorama fifth up on the outside, going to be caught wide heading into the far turn, but in the clear, 4 lengths off the lead. And then further back, Son of Samurai against the rail is in the 6th position, still with 6 lengths to make up midway on the far turn. Then Summit County and Brown Almighty, who's toward the center of the pack with a lot of running to do. Meanwhile, Really Sharp moves up on the outside to put ahead in front, a quarter mile to come. Road Agent fights on toward the inside, but second. Strike the Note third off the far turn. Ruler of Love toward the inside needs room. Son of Samurai needs room as well. Slamorama still has 5 lengths to make up. Balance the Books is coming late, still 6 lengths off the lead. Summit County charging up on the outside, coming after the leader. Son of Samurai dives to the rail. Balance the Books. Balance the Books. Huge strides from way back. Head-bobbing photo for the win. Either Balance the Books from the outside or a dead game Really Sharp, who fought every step of the way toward the inside. Photo for the win in the Bourbon.
And Balance the Books didn't have to come off the also eligible list, ladies and gentlemen, to score the Sharp victory by a nose over Really Sharp, who was subsequently disqualified and put 6th behind Summit County, elevating Brown Almighty for second and Son of a Samurai into third. But from last to first, once again, ladies and gentlemen, Balance the Books for Chad Brown, Claridge Stable, and Bill Lawrence score the victory in Sunday's Bourbon. Fillies or Mares going a mile and 1/8 in the very prestigious Spinster, 2-1, the 3-year-old in lingerie.
And they're off in the Juddmonte Spinster. Juanita away quickly into stride and comes right out for the early lead. And there goes Carlo Vivari up from the outside. Starformer between horses. Upper line is there. And in lingerie back toward the inside as they head to the first turn. But Juanita is the early leader. No one else going forward with her in the opening stride. She's against the rail, leading at a length and a half to Starformer. Carlo Vivari, third up on the far outside. And lingerie quickly gets over to the rail in the 4th position. Mystical Star, 5th on her outside. Upper line 6th in between those two. Disposable Pleasure, 7th off the first turn. Aruna 8th, Kitty and a Tizzy a wide 9th. And finally, Tiz Ms. Sue, who's 10th and last between horses at the back, 24 and 1/5 seconds for the opening quarter. Juanita is the leader against the rail by 3 parts of a length. Carlo Vivari forwardly placed in second by a half length. Starformer third between horses by just a neck. And in lingerie, moves up a closer 4th, just a length and a half off the lead down toward the inside. Mystical Star is 5th, upper line 6th, Kitty and a Tizzy 7th. Disposable Pleasure now 8th. Aruna is 9th, and Tiz Ms. Sue 10th and last, 47 and 4/5 seconds the time for the first half mile. Juanita leading Starformer and Carlo Vivari, the top 3, separated by less than 1 length midway on the far turn. In lingerie, 4th toward the inside, 3 lengths off the lead. Mystical Star has to angle wide from 5th, now 4th, still 4 lengths from the front. Kitty and a Tizzy behind her. The defending champion, Aruna, 7 lengths off the lead, looking for running room in behind horses. Mystical Star coming after Starformer. Kitty and a Tizzy and Aruna on the grandstand side. Mystical Star to the lead in lingerie, tries to get shook loose behind her. Starformer's down toward the inside. Mystical Star has a short lead in lingerie, then Starformer back toward the rail. The rest have work to do in lingerie. Past the 16th pole, Johnny Velasquez aboard in lingerie, drawing clear in the closing strides to take the Juddmonte Spinster. Mystical Star's 2nd, upper line 3rd, and Starformer was 4th.
Todd Pletcher sends out this runner after a semi-successful Saratoga summer behind Questing. In lingerie, takes on her elders, returns $6.80 for the victory, with Mystical Star finishing 2nd and upper line 3rd. In lingerie, on to the Breeders' Cup. Which race? Not quite so clear. Shifting tacks out to Santa Anita, ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday afternoon. What used to be the Oak Tree Mile, now the Arroyo Seco Mile at 6 to 5, obviously.
And away they go to a smooth beginning. Mr. Commons broke nicely from the inside gate, up alongside, obviously. Midnight Interlude now being allowed to run along on the far side. Will take that second spot as Trailblazer a close-up fourth. Kettle Corn is last, but no more than 4 lengths settled, covers them all. Into the turn they go, and obviously out where he likes to be, showing the way. He's racing off the rail as well, as that has allowed Mr. Commons to come through on his inside, but now obviously clears them. Obviously goes on to lead just over a length. Mr. Commons in a good spot second. Midnight Interlude on the far side. Then back to Trailblazer in the 4th spot, only 3.5 off the leaders, and another 3.5 back to Kettle Corn. They race to the half-mile pole, and obviously out here leading it by a length to Midnight Interlude. Mr. Commons is in the 3rd spot, now 3 off that leader. Another 1.5 to Trailblazer, and then a big gap of 5 back to Kettle Corn. Into the turn they go, and obviously tries to sneak away up front now, and it's obviously and Joe Talamo kicking on for home, but here comes Mr. Commons now to take him on. Obviously the advantage as they turn for home. Mr. Commons being sent after him, but obviously he's finding more on the lead, and obviously been very confidently ridden, just allowed to run along, but Mr. Commons now looming a big danger down the centre. Trailblazer comes onto the scene as well. Obviously now fully extended, Mr. Commons, and Trailblazer on the outside. Obviously digs deep, he finds more, and obviously will win it. Obviously 1.5 a length. Big run from Trailblazer, a closing second. Mr. Commons a close third.
And obviously scores the victory, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Teletimer correct. 1:31.95, setting a new stakes record, but still 6/100ths of a second off Atticus' 15-year track record. Obviously returns $4.40 for Mike Mitchell, coming off of a nice victory in the Del Mar Mile handicap. Trailblazer finishes second, and Mr. Commons, now loser of 5 in a row, finishes third. 2-year-olds going 6 furlongs, prepping for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Sprint. This is the Tim Conway, 6-5, Shearer Magic.
And away they go to a good beginning. On the far side, Merit Man is quickest into stride. Shearer Magic is right there in the 2nd spot. On the inside, here comes South Floyd to join them. Right in behind that, No Rackmonies contend to drop back 4th, 2.5 off the leaders. A gap of 4 back to Z-Watt. Past the half-mile, and these 3 are all keeping the pressure on one another. South Floyd down at the rail. Shearer Magic between them. Merit Man on the far side. Couldn't be going any quicker. Gap of 3 back to No Rackmonies in the 4th spot, and then it's 4 back to Z-Watt. Past the 3/8 they go, and South Floyd a narrow leader. Merit Man on the far side. Between them comes Shearer Magic, now dropping back into 3rd. No Rackmonies is next, and Z-Watt winding up from last. They're at the top of the lane, and South Floyd and Merit Man go on. Shearer Magic did not go on today. Then No Rackmonies, Z-Watt, they come for home, and Merit Man now strikes the front, and Merit Man starts to kick away. Merit Man is opening up on them. South Floyd back in second, and No Rackmonies, but it's all Merit Man. And Merit Man and Pat Valenzuela have romped in the Tim Conway. They've won it about 4.5, 5 in the end. South Floyd was second, No Rackmonies third, and then Z-Watt.
But Merit Man, who in the career debut scored at 20-1, in the second career start taking on winners, returned $7.80 for Bob Hess. Pat Valenzuela aboard the 5+ length victory for Merit Man. South Floyd finishes second, and No Rackmonies finishes third, and Shearer Magic, the 6-5 favorite, finishes last. Up next, what used to be the ancient title, now the Santa Anita Sprint Championship at 4-5, the defending Eclipse Award champion and winner of last year's ancient title, Amazombi.
And away they go. Camp Victory was off a little awkward in his last early. Quickest into stride is Castletown along the inside. Renee's got Zip very fast. Close up third comes Jimmy Creed. Amazombi now tucked in 4th at the rail, just taking a nice old tugs his way along. Amazombi moves up 3rd. Coil is 5th, 7 lengths off the leaders. Then Camp Victory and Capital Account as last.
They strung out with a half mile to go. It is the long shot Castletown, the leader. Renee's Got Zippers right there second. 3 back to Amazami, a comfortable third. Coil in fourth as 6 off the leaders. On the far side, Capital Account tries to make headway. Then comes Camp Victory, and Jimmy Creed has dropped back last. Taken closer order with a quarter of a mile to go. Castletown down at the rail. Renee's Got Zip. Now here comes Amazombi in the white cap. And Amazombi now coming up looking for the lead. Coil is on the outside. Jimmy Creek gets a good run at the rail, and Camp Victory, blue cap on the outside. It's wide open. Coil now gets the lead. Amazombi just not doing enough down the center. Capital Account finishing strongly. Coil in front. Coil from Capital Account. They hit the wire. Coil just holds on. Capital Account flying. Coil, Capital Account. Maybe Jimmy Creed got up for third.
But it is the 7-1 shots, ladies and gentlemen, in your trifecta. Bob Baffert and Martin Garcia. There's a combination from the recent pass score. The upset victory returning $7.20 for this offspring of Point Gibbon. Another 7-1 shot. Capital Account finishes second. And Jimmy Creed, also at 7-1, finishes third. Amazombi, the 4-5 favorite, finishes fourth. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, the weekend stakes action from Belmont Park.
This is Andy Serling inviting you to join me at the Clubhouse Racebook on Sunday, October 21st at 12 noon. I'll be handicapping the day's NYRA Card live and managing a $2,500 bankroll on behalf of 75 lucky patrons. To be part of my bankroll team, sign up at the Clubhouse or online at capitalotb.com between October 12th and October 14th. See you then, and let's win together.
Poker is like a war. It's a battle of wits. It's strategy and preparation. Winning is about understanding yourself before the other guy does. Knowledge and skill wins, not luck. For now, put your money aside and challenge your wits. Challenge your skill. Free Poker Network, every Tuesday evening at the Clubhouse Racebook. Welcome to the game.
Hi race fans, I'm Seth Merrow with some great news. Now you can get live streaming of all our tracks. Just log on to capitalotb.com, click on the live streaming link, and choose from more than 35 tracks from around the world. Plus, you can now get race replays, any day, any track. And don't forget to check out our new virtual tote board. In horse racing, information is key, and no one brings you the crucial information you need like capitalotb.com. Live streaming, race replays, and our new virtual tote board. capitalotb.com, check it out now.
You could wait for money to start falling from the sky, or you could head down to the all-new Clubhouse Racebook and get in the game. With live horse racing on more than 250 flat-screen TVs, state-of-the-art wagering terminals, fantastic food and drinks, and amazing Vegas-style atmosphere with seating for nearly 900 of your closest friends. Conveniently located at 711 Central Avenue, right off Exit 5 of I-90 in Albany, the Clubhouse Racebook is the better choice.
Belmont Park, ladies and gentlemen, for some terrific stakes racing. Up first, 2-year-old fillies in the Frizette at 1-10, Dreaming of Julia.
They're in the gate. And they're off. My Happy Face striking out for that lead immediately, and Dreaming of Julia right with her. So the field moves up the backstretch, and it's My Happy Face. The early leader here, 3/4 of a length, Dreaming of Julia, right off her flank, second by another 3. Toasting got off to an awkward start. Nancy O's the trailer. And the leader is a very keen My Happy Face. Ramon Dominguez trying to harness some of that speed. The opening quarter was up in 23 1/5 seconds. And heavily favored Dreaming of Julia is her escort down the backstretch run. A break of another 6 back to Toasting and Nancy O. 5 furlongs from the wire. My Happy Face now head-to-head with Dreaming of Julia as they move into the far turn. They have separated themselves from Toasting by better than 10 lengths. And Nancy O, the trailer, they're halfway home in 46 seconds flat. So around the far turn, My Happy Face and Dreaming of Julia. And now they're starting to pick up that tempo with 3 furlongs remaining here. They're deadlocked. And a break of another 10 back to Toasting, moving toward the top of the stretch. It is Dreaming of Julia head-to-head with My Happy Face. Their strides are synchronized past the quarter pole. Together they have run 3/4 in 1:10 2. Toasting's now 7 lengths behind. At the top of the stretch, it is Dreaming of Julia now. Dreaming of Julia Julia just beginning to get away from My Happy Face, who is very game and very determined. My Happy Face in tight down inside. Dreaming of Julia. Epic stretch drive here down to the finish. My Happy Face, Dreaming of Julia. Oh, what a finish this is. And the victory goes to Dreaming of Julia narrowly over the vanquished but very valiant My Happy Face. Those two in a terrific stretch drive here at Belmont Park today. Toasting was third.
Noticeably more taxing than the first two career starts for Dreaming of Julia, but she does score the head victory over My Happy Face, returning $2.30, not quite eclipsing Meadow Star's $2.20 from 22 years ago. But Todd Pletcher sends out Dreaming of Julia, who is now 3 for 3 and probably on her way to Santa Anita to take on executive privilege after a hard-fought victory in the Frizette. 2-year-olds in the Champagne up next, and Shanghai Bobby 8-5.
They're in the gate. And they're off. Fortify, Shanghai Bobby, and Golden Sense up to take the lead. So Golden Sense will be the early leader here. Shanghai Bobby, though, not far behind in second. Fortify settles in mid-pack. Micromanage and Arch Warrior, they're together. 3.5 lengths from Golden Sense. And the European Chief Havoc is the trailer. So the field settles down up the backstretch run here. Golden Sense by 1 length through a quarter in 23 2/5 seconds. Shanghai Bobby second. Arch Warrior down on the inside of Fortify. Micromanage and Chief Havoc completing the field. 5 furlongs from the line. Golden Sense still holding that lead. Shanghai Bobby, a cool and calculated second as they hit the far turn. Arch Warrior gets a little nudge there. Fortify now moves up into third position as they hit the halfway point in 47 2/5 seconds. Still at the back of the pack are Chief Havoc and Micromanage the last of all. Midway round the far turn. And now Shanghai Bobby gets on even terms with Golden Sense. They'll arrive at the quarter pole head to head with Fortify. Coming on now from third. Arch Warrior being asked to pick it up. He's not doing enough yet. He's now 4 lengths behind. Micromanage takes to the outside for the final drive. At the top of the stretch, Shanghai Bobby. Shanghai Bobby is the leader now, and he's pulling away to lead by 2. Golden Sense is in an all-out drive. He's second. Fortify is third. Not today for Arch Warrior and Micromanage as they come down to the finish. It will go to Shanghai Bobby. Shanghai Bobby, the emphatic winner of the Champagne by 5 lengths. Golden Sense was second. Fortify was third. Arch Warrior was fourth.
Shanghai Bobby, off of his victory in the Hopeful Stakes, is brilliant. Not much changing in the running order in the Champagne Stakes, but Rosie Napravnik, a couple of left-handed whacks on the hind of Shanghai Bobby to win by a handful, returning $5.30 for Todd Pletcher and Starlight Racing with our very own local Don Lucarelli. Part ownership, Golden Sense, the California Invader, who was favorite for part of the wagering, finishes second. Fortify finished third. Arch Warrior, the well tipped out firster at the over the summer at Saratoga, finishes off the board in the second career start. 3-year-olds on the turf, Grade 1 action in the Jamaica, 8-5, Dullahan.
And they're off. Cogito missed the break. He's at the back of the pack. King Creaser from the far outside. King David down toward the rail. It's those two early on here. How Great out there 3 wide into the first turn. And they're followed by Summerfront, then Dullahan down toward the inside, Cogito, and at the back of the pack, Shakespeare Shalia. So around the clubhouse turn they go. King Crease is the leader. How Great runs along in second. King David back racing in third. Well held is Summerfront. Under the feathery touch of Ramon Dominguez, running along in 4th place now. He's found a comfort zone. Cogito is following that one on the back stretch. He's sheltered from a strong headwind now. Dullahan is restrained 8 lengths from the front runner here with 6 furlongs remaining. Shakespeare Shalia trails the field. So their positions have been unchanged here in the opening stages of the race. Up top, it's long shot King Creasa. How Great tracking him intently while second with 5 furlongs to go. King David is 4th after after a dawdling half mile of 52-1. Summerfront continues to rate back nicely, 4 lengths off the lead now. Dullahan is following him. Cogito's right alongside Dullahan, 5 lengths back to long shot Shakespeare Shalia as they move around the far turn. King Creesa has been providing the pace throughout. Now they're getting closer. How Great right on his flank now. And then it's King David. Asks for more run. He's third with 3 furlongs remaining here. Summerfront Cogito. Dullahan is not responding. Dullahan has dropped now. 8 lengths from the lead. He's being passed by Shakespeare Shalia. And now the field turns for home. It is King Creesa down on the inside. On the outside, King David. Those two in a battle royal, you could call it, for the final furlong here. And Summerfront moves through on the rail. Can Summerfront get on through? Very tight for him. King Creesa narrowly. King David on the outside. Summerfront will be third. And they come down to the finish. And it is King David. He was 28-1. And King Creesa was 23-1. Summerfront was third.
But it's the Kings. King David at 28-1. King Creesa 23-1. They are the exacta in the upset in the Jamaica. King David returns $58. The exacta comes back $370. Summerfront, Ramon Dominguez stayed on the hedge, never got a chance to get out, ladies and gentlemen. And Dullahan, the 4-5 morning line price, finishes 8-5 in the wagering, finishes 5th in Saturday's Jamaica. And the 2-year-olds on the turf move to the Monday legal holiday. Up first, the 2-year-olds in the Pilgrim, 6-5, Chad Brown's Noble Tune.
And they're off. Cerro breaks well, and St. Viger is hustled out of there to get some early speed. And then it's Special Skills. And on the far outside, West Hills Giant. So Special Skills out to take that lead. Cerro now second on the inside. West Hills Giant is third. Then a break of 3 back to St. Viger fourth. Noble Tune is reserved back in 5th position now, followed by Not a Cat, Banalama down toward the rail, and Kinziam Monarch missed the break and will be the early trailer. So the field moves down the backstretch run, and it's Special Skills out there by a length and a half. Over the off-going here, the quarter was up in 25 4/5 seconds. West Hills Giant prompting the pace on the outside. Very light pressure here for front-running Special Skills. And then it's Cerro, who's found a comfort zone, running in 3rd position. Followed on the inside by Not a Cat But a Llama. Then St. Viger runs along in 5th. Noble Tune is covered up beautifully in behind horses and well held there in the grasp of Ramon Dominguez. Noble Tune still about 7 from the front, and Kinziam Monarch trailing the field. Around the far turn after a 51-2 opening half mile. Special Skills narrowly. West Hills Giant pressing harder. Cerro now in a drive on the outside. So it's those 3 across the track with Not a Cat But a Llama. And now here comes Noble Tune, who has been unleashed as the field turns for home. He made a huge move around the far turn, but taken very wide, Noble Tune, but continues to sweep toward the front. And it is Noble Tune who's made the lead with a bold run at the top of the stretch. And then it's Not a Cat But a Llama, who is just outside of Special Skills as they come down to the finish. It is Noble Tune with a devastating rally approaching the top of the stretch in a good-looking effort. He wins, and he's in the Breeders' Cup. Then it's Not a Cat But a Llama, followed by Special Skills and Kinziam Monarch.
And a powerful move on the turn. Much the best in the stretch. $4.60 for Noble Tune. Not a Cat But a Llama, I thought was brilliant, ladies and gentlemen, after a rough start to finish 2nd. And Special Skills, the early pace setter, finishes 3rd in Monday's Pilgrim. 2-year-old fillies up next in the Miss Grillo, the 6-5 favor. What are the chances?
And they're off. Buckingham Bull springs out of the starting gate. Up and after that lead. Adriana's there, and there goes Manuka Honey. So they make their way around that first turn, and Manuka Honey goes out winging. Buckingham Bull backs off in 2nd. Adriani between horses 3rd. 3 Hearts out there running along in 4th. Sustain settles back in 5th place, and Atlantic Dream is now 6th. What's the Chances races up in 7th, followed by Flag and Effie Trinket, and Wave Theory is the last of the 10 fillies down the backstretch run. Up front on the muscle, Manuka Honey. Out there by 2.5 lengths now. And Three Hearts continues on while running along in second. Buckingham Bold settled down a bit, racing third, just on the inside of Adriana fourth. And a break of 4, back to Atlantic Dream, under a light hold, about 6 or 7 lengths from the lead. She's in 5th position. And then it's Sustained, followed by Fly Again. And what's the chances alongside that one? What's the chances? Still about 10 lengths from the lead. Effie Trinket and Wave Theory still the last of them all, but just starting to get underway. The half of the off-going was 49 3/5 seconds. Manuka Honey and Three Hearts to the attack. Those two now have 5 lengths on the rest of the field. And here comes Atlantic Dream, though. Atlantic Dream coming with a good run on the outside and Sustained. Up now to be 4th. Fly Again is racing 5th. Envy Hand, what's the chances, is now 6th as the field comes off the turn. Manuka Honey is the leader, and going very wide there was Atlantic Dream as they came down to the final furlong here. And what's the chances into the breach and comes away charging hard. And on the outside, Sustained. What's the chances, Manuka Honey? And it is What's the chances in front coming down to the line. Sustained getting up for second. And Manuka Honey ran a great race to hang on for third. Very close for 4th between Wave Theory, who come from way out of it, and Fly Again.
And Chad Brown just keeps the ball rolling, ladies and gentlemen. What are the chances? Returns $4.40 in the convincing off-the-pace victory in Monday's Miss Grillo. Sustained finish second with Manuka Honey at 25-1, the early pace setter, finishing third in the Miss Grillo. Now time for the 3-year-olds and up. Fillies and Mares going a mile in the Pebbles. Channel Lady, 3-2.
And they're off. Assateague taking that lead right from the beginning and quickly opens up a 2.5 length lead. Channel Lady up running in second now. And then it's Ski Holiday, who broke very sharply but is now reined in to run back in third. In the meantime, Assateague has opened up a 7-length lead. Channel Lady second by another 2. Carpe Pretium runs along in third, followed by Ski Holiday now racing 4th. Down on the inside, Fileo Doro is now running in 5th place, and Peace Preserver is 6th, and Ainsley is 7th. They're way behind this free-wheeling frontrunner, Assateague, who has built a 12-length lead with 5 furlongs to go. Assateague going to run as far as she can, as fast as she can. A huge margin as Channel Lady runs along in second as they move into the far turn. Assateague still way out there with a half mile to go. And then it's Channel Lady running along in second, followed on the inside by Carpe Pretium racing third. On the outside, Peace Preserver races 4th. At the back of the pack are on the outside Ainsley, and down toward the rear Filare Doro and Ski Holiday. Whittling away at that lead of Assateague. Whittling away at that lead quickly as the field turns for home. Assateague, that lead has completely evaporated now. Here comes Peace Preserver coming up on the outside. Filare Doro toward the rail and bumped around between horses, Channel Lady. In the final furlong, it is Peace Preserver in front. Channel Lady, who took a pretty good bump from the weakening Assateague, is now second as they come down to the line. And it is Peace Preserver by 5.5 lengths. Channel Lady managed second. Assateague was third, and it's close for 4th.
But Peace Preserver, under John Velasquez for Todd Pletcher, the second choice in the wagering, returned $6.60 on the yielding turf course on Monday afternoon, scores the convincing victory over the favorite, Channel Lady. Assateague finishes third. Those were the 3 horses they bet in Monday's Pebbles. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up a very, very big weekend of racing as the vast majority of the prep work is finished as we head towards Santa Anita and this year's Breeders' Cup.